Dear students, today we'll read the chemical properties of haloalkanes. Number third, reaction with ammonia. Alkyl halides react with ammonia to produce primary amines, secondary amines, tertiary amines, and finally a quaternary ammonium salt. The reaction takes place as follows. Suppose you take your alkyl iodide Ri, it reacts with ammonia. We can write it HNH2, ready to form Ri bond breaks and HNH2 bond breaks to produce R single bond NH2 plus HI. Ri is your alkyl iodide, RNH2 is your primary amine. You can write 1-degree amine. Next, again alkyl iodide Ri plus R single bond NH2 react with the primary amine to produce R2NH plus hydrogen iodide. R2NH is called as secondary amine. So how does it react? Ri plus, we can explain it, R single bond N single bond H. This iodine take this H to form HI. This alkyl group R will be bonded to this nitrogen atom. So get RRNH, that is R2NH, radioxide amine. Next, the third step, Ri react with R2NH to form Ri bond again breaks. Take this hydrogen atom, Hi, hydrogen iodide, and R3N. It is called alkyl amine. It is dialkyl amine. It is trialkyl amine or tertiary amine. And in the last step, it is to form Ri plus R3N to produce R4N plus dot I minus. In this reaction, R plus I minus, the bond breaks. R plus attached to this nitrogen atom to produce R4N plus and I minus. It is a salt, tetraalkyl ammonium iodide. This compound is tetraalkyl ammonium iodide. It is called as a quaternary ammonium salt. So get 4 compounds in the successive reactions. For example, if we put R equal to CH3, to take an example, suppose your methyl iodide CH3 react with ammonia HNH2 to form HI plus hydrogen added. The CH3 group attached to this NH2. So CH3 NH2, it is called as methylamine. It is methyl iodide. This compound is methyl iodide. This methylamine, and methyl iodide again react with methylamine C3 NH2 to form C3 single bond, and we get two methyl groups, two methyl groups C3 and C3 are bonded to the nitrogen atom, and HI will be removed, and here NH plus HI. This compound is dimethylamine or 2-diamine dimethylamine. This compound is your dimethylamine. And again methyl iodide plus dimethylamine C3 whole to NH. So what we get? Methyl group attached to this nitrogen atom to form C3 whole 3 N plus HI. So it is trimethylamine or tertiaramine. The last step, another methyl iodide attached to trimethylamine C3 whole 3N, this compound. So get C3 whole 4N plus I minus. Tetramethyl ammonium iodide. So it is called a quaternary ammonium salt. So in this reaction we get 4 type products: methylamine, dimethylamine, trimethylamine, and finally tetramethyl ammonium iodide. It is the reaction of alkyl halides with your ammonia. And now read the fourth reaction with sodium alkoxide. A reaction with sodium alkoxide. Suppose with sodium alkoxide, or alkyl group Rdes plus oxygen. It is called alkoxy group. When combined with the sodium atom, we get the corresponding alkoxide. It is the general formula of sodium alkoxide. So now see, alkyl group Rx. Rx is called your alkyl halide. This compound is alkyl halide plus Rdes ONA. It is sodium alkoxide. This compound is sodium alkoxide. To produce Rx bond breaks and ONA bond also breaks. So get sodium halide. If X equal to bromine, we get sodium bromide plus NaX. Here we get R single bond O, single bond Rdes. If you write it in the reverse manner, NaOR dash. This is also correct. NaOR dash. What happens? Na will take this X, NaX, and R single bond O, single bond R dash. So it is called ether. This compound is an ether. It is an ether. And this reaction is called as Williams-Son's reaction. This reaction is also called as Williams-Son's reaction. Williams-Son's reaction. In this reaction, an alkyl halide react with sodium alkoxide to produce an ether. Example. Suppose R equal to methyl group C3, X equal to bromine, methyl bromide or bromomethane. This bromomethane react with, suppose R dash equal to ethyl group C2H5 ONA. Upon heating, we get sodium bromide. Sodium bromine combines to form sodium bromide and methyl group C3 single bond O single bond C2H5. C3 will be bonded to this oxygen atom. C3 single bond O single bond C2H5. It is called methyl and it's ethyl. The common name will be ethyl, alphabetically E, ethyl, methyl, ether, or we write the common name ethyl, methyl, ether, or methoxyethane. This compound is methyl group and oxygen. Methyl group combines with oxygen to form methoxy, the alkoxy group, methoxy, 2 carbon atom, alkane, ethane, methoxyethane, the hyponym and it is a common name. And in this reaction, an alkyl halide react with the sodium alkoxide to produce an ether. Number 5. The reaction with sodium metal with sodium metal. So sodium metal and dry ether. Sodium metal and dry ether. This reaction is called as Ur's reaction. It is called as Ur's reaction. In this reaction, 2 molecules of alkyl halides react with sodium metal in presence of dry ether to produce a higher alkane. We write alkyl halide Rx plus sodium metal Na plus X single bond R. This Rx is alkyl halide. Alkyl halide and in presence of dry ether, the reaction takes place in presence of dry ether. So NaX, Rx bond breaks and XR bond also breaks. Sodium halide and sodium halide. If it is sodium bromide and sodium bromide, so take 2 atoms of sodium to balance the equation. So get the product R and R the two alkyl groups will be bonded. R single bond R plus 2NaX. This RR is called as alkane. It is called as alkane. For example, if you write R equal to methyl and X equal to bromine, R equal to methyl, X equal to bromine, plus 2Na plus bromine single bond CH3 in presence of dry ether, and upon heating this compound is methyl bromide. Methyl bromide, we get CH3 single bond CH3 plus 2 sodium bromide. 2 sodium bromide, that is ethane. That means two molecules of alkyl halides react with sodium metal in presence of dry ether to produce ethane. What do you see here? The alkyl halide contains one carbon atom, methyl bromide, and the alkane produced contains two carbon atoms, that is in higher alkane. So next reaction 6. Reaction with zinc metal, with zinc metal, we write Zn in presence of dry ether. Zinc metal and dry ether. This reaction is called as Frankland's reaction. This reaction is called as Frankland's reaction. This reaction is called as Frankland's reaction. In this reaction, alkyl halides react to the zinc metal in presence of dry ether. Alkyl halide means R single bond X plus zinc metal. The reaction occurring in presence of dry ether. We get zinc halide ZnX2. We get ZnX2. So, two molecules of alkyl halide, 2RX. So, another product will be R single bond R. It is alkane. This compound is alkane, that is ZnX2. Alkyl halide, alkyl halide. If we take two molecules of methyl chloride C3Cl plus zinc metal, the reaction takes place in presence of dry ether to form C3 single bond C3 plus ZnCl2. It is zinc chloride. We get here ethane. This reaction is named as Frankland's reaction. That means two molecules of alkyl halides react with zinc metal to form an alkane. And now see the reaction with magnesium metal. We can write here with magnesium metal in presence of dry ether. In this reaction, the product form is called as Grignard's reagent, or we may write it formation of Grignard's reagent, formation of Grignard's reagent. Alkyl halide Rx plus magnesium metal in presence of dry ether, and upon heating we get an addition product Rx plus Mg, that is RMgX. RMgX is called as alkyl magnesium halide. We get it alkyl magnesium halide, that is Grignard's reagent. Grignard's reagent. For example, suppose R equal to ethyl group, R equal to C2H5 ethyl, X equal to bromine. So get bromoethane or ethyl bromide. Ethyl bromide plus magnesium metal. In this condition, it produces ethyl magnesium bromide. The product will be C2H5 MgBr. It is ethyl magnesium bromide. Ethyl magnesium bromide. It is an example of Grignard's reagent. That means in this reaction, an alkyl halide Rx react with magnesium metal in presence of dry ether to produce an alkyl magnesium halide. So the reaction with magnesium metal. And now see the next reaction with silver nitrite. With silver AgNO2. React with silver nitrite. R single bond X plus AgNO2. AgNO2 is called as silver nitrite. So now RX1 breaks to form alkyl group R attached to the nitro group NO2. R single bond NO2. It is called nitroalkane. This compound is nitroalkane plus silver halide AgX plus AgX silver halide. For example, if we put R equal to C2H5 and X equal to bromine, it is ethyl bromide plus silver nitrite AgNO2. It gives silver bromide HBr and C2H5 NO2. C2H5 single bond NO2. It is called as nitroethane. We get the corresponding nitroalkane. So in this reaction, an alkyl halide react with silver nitrite to produce the corresponding nitroalkane. Number 9, with potassium nitrite, the reaction with KNO2, reaction with potassium nitrite. However, we get the different product. RX is your alkyl halide plus KNO2 potassium nitrate. So what happens? R single bond O, single bond N, double bond O, RONO plus KX. It is called alkyl nitrite. This compound is alkyl nitrite, and RX is your alkyl halide. Alkyl halide react with potassium nitrite to produce the corresponding alkyl nitrite. So what is, in that case, with silver nitrite we get R single bond NO2. It is called nitroalkane. RNO2 is called as nitroalkane. RONO, this compound is called as alkyl nitrate. So what is the difference? Now here, in the alkyl nitrite, the nitrogen atom is bonded to the carbon atom through oxygen atom. So in between nitrogen and carbon, there is one oxygen atom. But in this case, in case of nitroalkane, the nitrogen atom is bonded to the carbon atom directly. Okay. Next, the last reaction 10, the reaction with your hydrogen cyanide, HCN, hydrogen cyanide. The product will be a nitrile. For example, RX plus hydrogen cyanide, HCN. Upon heating, this compound is alkyl halide. RX is alkyl halide, and RX bond breaks. This alkyl group R attached to the cyanide group CN. So we get R single bond C and triple bond N. RCN is your alkyl cyanide, and HX. This HX is the halogen acid. For example, R equal to methyl group, C3, and you take X equal to iodine I, methyl iodide C3I plus HCl. They need to form methyl cyanide, C3, single bond C, triple bond N, and HI plus HI. This compound is methyl cyanide. So when an alkyl halide reacts with the hydrogen cyanide, it produces the corresponding alkyl cyanide. And haloalkanes or alkyl halides. And the next class we'll read about your haloarenes. Thank you all.